Borodar from North Wales. We're at round 5 of the 2016 Club 100 Elite Sprint Championship, coming to you from Glan Y Gors in North Wales. Some extra heat action, beginning with heat 1 of course. In pole position, Alex Ring on the front row with him, Stephen Hicks. On row 2, Justin Buck. Alongside him, the reigning champion, if you like, Anwar Burrell-Smith. And we're rolling up to the start, on board with Ring, and Stephen Hicks has tipped over the top and jumped the start. Anwar Burrell-Smith through to second place, down the Dragon Straight, looking to turn right and uphill. Now on the brakes on the tabletop for the spoon corner, looking for racing room. Down the hill, down the inside of Alex Ring is Thomas Glyde, Justin Buck, and it's 5 away at the front, with Hicks and Anwar Burrell-Smith out front. The second group of Jack Harding, Tom King, Ed Bars, Stuart Martin, James Small back in action for Club 100. Through compression, into the switchback to round out the lap. Now it's 5 heats, only one final today, and that is why we're bringing you the heats. Because I thought you'd prefer that to not having any B final to watch. And Anwar Burrell-Smith trying to get back into second place, having lost the spot to Thomas Glyde. Stuart Osborne went off on lap 1. That brings a cessation of the racing, and it's a chance for Hicks to pull clear, although he's already had the penalty board, so he will lose a position on the final results. So Anwar Burrell-Smith under pressure from Thomas Glyde. Justin Buck trying to hang on to the tail of that pair. King managing to hold off Jack Harding and the group behind. Trying to run down Alex Ring, who's got detached. Tom King holding off Stuart Martin. Another lap goes in the books, and Hicks is pulling clear. It's not a time penalty, so it's not going to matter how far ahead he finishes. Burrell-Smith looking for what effectively will be the heat win ahead of Thomas Glyde. Glyde started 5th on the grid. Down the inside, Ring trying to get a position back from Justin Buck. Gets it done, elbows out, job done. Now down the middle of the road to hold him off as Anwar Burrell-Smith holds off Thomas Glyde, looking to go the long way round the carousel. That's just not going to happen. Darren Teal well up in the championship, trying to get past Dan Healy. Difficult to make positions up here in the dry at Glan Y Gors. Probably the best circuit in the UK. Lots of elevation change. And we come through to finish lap 3, and look at the lead that Stephen Hicks has got on Anwar Burrell-Smith, and it will count for nothing with that jump start position penalty. And it looks as though Burrell-Smith struggling here for pace. Glyde looking for a way by, back on board with Ring, hard on his bumper. It's the narrow line into Spoon, and it'll be down the middle of the road, down to the carousel. Look how narrow Burrell-Smith is going to hold off Thomas Glyde, pushing to go through, and the whole field is lined up behind him. And Burrell-Smith under pressure from Glyde. I think he's got some kind of problem. Look at that left rear wheel, it's wobbling on the rim there. Glyde is through, Ring goes through, he's slowing up. Oh, and Tom King has been pushed into Justin Buck by Stuart Martin. Now if that's been seen that way, that'll be a penalty for Stuart. Let's have a close look at that car. Now look at that left rear wheel. Something has broken. And Stuart Martin and Ed Bars will go through. It's been a terrible season for luck for Anwar, and it strikes again. Still 2 more heats left for him to make up positions, but he'll pay for that, and he'll be down, I suspect, down the middle to the back of the year final. So Glyde then in second place, effectively leading this one now. The climb back uphill. Jack Harding has got ahead of Tom King in the red. Harding in the Tony Kart suit. Harry Neal in kart 24. King in kart 14 in the red. Darren Teal now moving through the field, well up in the championship. Be looking for a good grid for the final. Ring takes a look over his shoulder, looking at Stuart Martin. Ed Bars takes a look over his shoulder and takes a look at James Small, looking for a way by. Now Small started down in 13th place on the grid, and he's pushing to get in the top 5. Everyone's streaming through Spoon, down the hill. Martin looking to the inside of Alex Ring, and he goes through. Can Ed Bars push through in kart 26? Not quite there, and he's under pressure from James Small. And Bars is down the inside of Alex Ring, and Small will get on his bumper, helping him through. Nearly going through himself into Druids. Whoa, and Darren Teal's kicked out the side of the group. And Harding's picked off Alex Ring down in the pit corner on the back straight. And it looks as though James Small wants to be by Ed Bars. He'll look for that move into Spoon. Well, he's getting it done beforehand. Bars lets him go. Small, this one-off appearance. He's not in the championship. It's not really going to matter. Showing plenty of pace. And Bars is hoping he will pull him forward towards the rear bumper of Stuart Martin and Thomas Glyde beyond. So Ring now under pressure from Tom King. Sweeping through compression into Druids through the elbow. So Glyde running in second place, but actually leading this one from Stuart Martin. It's a 2-place penalty for jumping the start. James Small looking for a way by. Martin down the inside, not into the kink, surely not. And he's opened himself up to a move from Small. And he's pushing his way through, all the way through. Martin nearly takes out a cone there. That's a penalty as well. Well, it would be if he knocked it over. He moved it. He might have got away with that one. And Jack Harding now pushing straight through on Ed Bars, looking to push through as we get into the closing stages of this first heat. So Glyde holding off Stuart Martin in kart 27. James Small, Jack Harding, Ed Bars, Alex Ring under pressure still from Tom King as this group stays together. Stephen Hicks is up the road. He'll win this one on the road and then lose it afterwards with the 2-place penalty. So Martin to the inside of Glyde. He had a look here last time, couldn't get it done. He's done it this time and he's through. And Martin's pulled through James Small as well. So Glyde down to third. Downhill, on the brakes into Carousel. And Harry Neal finds his way past, forcing a pass there on Tom King. Kart 15 is Stephen Docker. He's gone through with him as well in the black, and he's pushing straight on to Harry Neal. A long way round. Will he get it done? Yes, he will. Good move from Stephen Docker. And Stephen Hicks is 6 seconds up the road and already on his final lap. Then the chasing group comes through. Dan Healy, Harry Neal together. There's Hicks. Look at the gap that he's got. What a shame. Half a kart length. Jump start. Counts for nothing when you've got 6 seconds up the road, but there you go. That's the rules. Those are the penalties. Stuart Martin in second place on the road. James Small in third. Thomas Glyde, Jack Harding looking for a way by as well. Ed Bars just in touch. Alex Ring working his way back to this group. Small with just a few corners to go to the finish. Stephen Hicks has gone through and he's won this one on the road. Then it's a 2-place penalty to put him back to third place. But Stuart Martin's going to finish second but be excluded from the result. James Small wins Heat 1. Stephen Hicks in second place ahead of Thomas Glyde, Jack Harding, Ed Bars and Alex Ring finishes in 6th.